Fruits and vegetables straight from the farm make for a welcome taste of summer. Turns out they can also make for a pretty successful restaurant, as our Conor Knighton learned firsthand.
So what all is growing here?
So we've got an Asian green mix over here. Those will be going into stir fries and different salads and whatnot. And we've got radishes here.
The farm-to-table movement is mostly about knowing where your food comes from.
I mean, this guy's huge.
Yeah, so this is a great example of what would end up in our kimchi at the restaurant.
Chef Ben Biebenroth has it down to the 10th of a mile.
From this farm to that table at the restaurant, how far is that?
20.9 miles.
Hey, it sounds like a drive you've made a few times.
It's a journey that began at Biebenroth's Spice Kitchen, a hip, upscale restaurant in Cleveland, Ohio, where colorful pickle boards and dishes like watermelon terrine highlight local ingredients. The halibut is served on a base of couscous compesto.
Compesto is a pesto made from a lot of the vegetable trimmings that would end up in a compost bucket. Carrot tops, parsley stems.
So you're really using everything from the farm.
As much as we can, yeah. It's a shame to see something that you've touched so many times end up in a bucket. And this one will be a little bit green still.
As if running a restaurant wasn't hard enough, this ex-Marine with a culinary school background decided to try growing the food himself. He moved his wife and 2 young children onto 13 acres. This is their farm. Technically, it's our farm. This is all government soil. The Biebenroths moved out of the city and in to a national park.
This was just one of the many hundreds of farms that were in Cuyahoga Valley.
Pamela Barnes is a ranger at Cuyahoga Valley National Park, situated between Cleveland and Akron. Long before this land became a park, it was farmed by generations of Ohioans. But eventually, the small family farms here fell into disrepair.
The story of farming in this valley, it's part of what we're charged to protect and preserve. And so that was the story that we needed to figure out, how were we going to bring that back to life.
Today, these farms are thriving again. The park developed a plan to lease the properties to entrepreneurs who submitted applications. 11 are currently up and running. Locals can come and fill up on baskets of produce. And a weekly farmers market has become a gathering point for families.
We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go to the fig tunnel first. Then we'll go up to...
For many visitors, this is their first time on a farm. Biebenroth requires every member of his restaurant staff to come out and see the place for themselves.
First course is the beets. It's a super wide peeled slice of beet along the base of the plate.
Farming inside of a national park also comes with its own unique set of challenges.
We can't take care of rodents and varmints the way we used to in a privately owned garden or farm. So we basically have to plant a little extra because raccoons and hawks, they're coming. Yeah. You're not going to stop them.
For the Biebenroths, the biggest benefit of coming to live here in Cuyahoga Valley has been the opportunity to raise children on this land. It's both a playground and a classroom.
Oh, come on, nope.
The life lessons that they're gaining from being surrounded in a natural environment, like, this is their basis for their decision making for the rest of their lives. Everything will emanate from this experience.
Cultivating the perfect experience is something Biebenroth talks a lot about. It's possible guests may leave without ever realizing the beet mole underneath their pork loin came from a vegetable painstakingly grown in a national park.
I don't really want people to appreciate the challenge that was overcome to get that to the plate. I want them to appreciate the experience and the texture and the flavor and the aroma and all the things that matter, right? Like, no one wants to eat the food from the sad chef. So
I don't think that's something anyone eating Biebenroth's food needs to worry about.
Some big orange ones over here.
Right now, earning a living off the land.
Cheers. Cheers to your health.
It's pretty clear he couldn't be happier.
Wow. It's a good carrot.
Yeah.